One of the more life-changing things that I've done for as long as I can remember is use a journal. And I use a journal in so many ways, and so many ways that actually get big life results. So today we're going to talk about using a journal to change your life. Let's get started. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Claudat. I'm a modern Feng Shui master and founder of the School of Intention, a radically new form of Feng Shui that is based on infinite possibility, creative awakening, and intention. Essentially, your creative energy creates your life. You can learn more about the method below. It's been formulated over the last 16 years. And one of the reasons I'm so excited about it is because every moment you have the choice to script your life in a new way. Every moment you have a choice. You can change your home to create that new story, and you can also change things in your life to create that new story. And you can actually physically write that new story. And that's what we're going to talk about today, using a journal. I want to share 3 journaling things that I do in addition to just writing a journal. If you keep a journal, that's amazing. You know how cool it is to be able to go back and look at things that have happened in your life, how you were feeling, what you did. If you haven't kept a journal, it might be fun to give it a try. You can learn a lot about yourself. A good friend of mine, Geneva, who's very, very wise, said to me, you know, Dana, your mind is designed to forget, so you need to write it down. And I was like, oh. And so for the longest time, I've been just chronicling things that have happened in my life, but also using the journal in all kinds of wild ways. First, I want to show you this book. It's called Write It Down and Make It Happen by Henriette and Claudat. And this book is full of magic. And there's one thing in this book that elaborated on something that I've been doing for a really long time. As long as I can remember, I've walked around with a journal in my bag. And the exercise that Henriette and Claudat recommends that you do is to keep this journal called a tidbit journal. And in your tidbit journal, you're going to go out in your day, even if you're at home, you're going to go through your day and you're going to have this journal nearby, and you're going to look for amazing things to write about. Look for amazing things to write down. Look for things that are interesting. Look for amazing things that are around you. And you're going to just jot them down and see what happens. Essentially, what happens when you do this is incredible on so many levels, and it's going to have a ripple effect in your life. The first thing is you're going to be more present. You're going to be more present because you're going to be looking for amazing things around you. The second thing that's going to happen is you're going to be way more attuned to description. You're going to be thinking in terms of more description. Right now, we are texting each other in one words and LMAO, like all these different things. When you start actually describing things in detail, you get a whole new sense of the vividness of life come back. So we're writing in shorthand all the time, a lot of the time, many of us. And when you start keeping this journal of deep observations, just little ones, but really precise, it's amazing what happens, how it brings life to life. Things look more three-dimensional, things look more colorful. It's really exciting. The other thing that happens is you're tuning your mind to amazing things. When you start thinking about more amazing things start happening. So give this a try. Grab yourself a little notepad, a little journal. It doesn't have to be fancy. It could be a little tiny thing, and stick it in your pocket, carry it around with you, and start jotting things down. Carry a pen too. I don't want to forget that. Now, let's get into the next one. The second thing that I do that's really, really powerful with a journal is to do a list of affirmations. So every day I will sit down and pick up my favorite. This is my absolute favorite journal, guys. Recycled sketchpads. I highly recommend trying this. They're so much fun. It gives you more space to really think and draw and write, and it's just infinite possibility. So I'll grab this and I'll open it up to a page and start writing an affirmation of how I want things to be. I am feeling so amazing today. I am having a creative breakthrough. Whatever it is that I'm working on, I write it as though it's already happened. And I know that you've probably heard this before, but actually do it, and do it for a while and see what happens. For a while, for a week, for 2 weeks, just really write until you truly believe the words you're writing. So when you start, you might be like, I am feeling the most fit I've ever been in my life and I'm so strong. And you're like, I don't feel that way. And then as you keep writing, you go, oh wait, I could see my way to do this. I am actually able to do this. Yes, I am. I could see all these ideas. All these ideas pop up. All these things come to life. And it really expands your focus, and it expands all the creative possibilities because you're going to have ideas come in as you write it down enough. Now, let's just break for one moment before I talk about the final one and talk about why you got to write it down. When you write, you light up different parts of your brain than when you type or when you speak. And this writing, especially cursive writing, if you write in cursive writing opens up your brain in a whole different creative way. It unlocks things in your brain. This is something that's been studied. It's fascinating and it's really, really effective. So even if you don't like your handwriting, sit down and write things out, and really do use a pencil or pen or marker, whatever you want, and a piece of paper, and just write it all out. Write it all out. Write it all out. Now, let's get to the final journal technique that I want to share with you today, which is pray rain. I made a little video about this before, but I wanted to bring it into this video because I think it's so important if you come across this that you have this one. And this is basically a manifestation journal. You're going to sit down, and you can do this every day if you want. I like to use for this my trusty notepads that I wind up recycling every month, and open it up to a page and start writing your ideal life as though it's already happened. So you might in the morning write out your ideal day that's about to happen. As though it's already happened. You have a big day, write it all out as you want it to unfold. You might write out aspects of a day in the life when you're in your ideal relationship, or a day in the life when your business has been created, or a day in the life when your creative project is done, or whatever it is. Start writing out scenarios as though they've already happened and you're living in them. Remember, it's already happened. So you're writing with all the emotion, all the intention, all the stuff as though you're living it. This was the most amazing day. I did this. I saw this. I experienced this. We had such a great conversation about this. I feel so amazing about this. You're using your imagination, but there is actually a theory that you can experience and create memories in the future before you live them. So you're basically you're starting to create your future as you start writing about it. When I do this religiously, I start to see things happening sometimes that are scary. I'm like, whoa, I wrote that down and here it is. It's magical. And again, you got to get into it, and you got to get into the groove of it and let yourself feel it and let yourself really embody it. You don't have to write a whole novel every day, but write a page or two where you really are in it. And that is going to help, again, create the future, create more creative ideas in your life. It's going to expand your energy. You're going to feel really good because you're going to be living in that really high creative place, and so many amazing things happen. Now, all these things are incredible to do, but the most important thing to do in terms of your home is to create clear space for all this creativity to happen. So declutter, clear things off, let go of the things you don't need, make space for magic to happen. You can do all these magic exercises and they're amazing and they're so practical and fun, but when you have clear space, it takes everything to the next level. Right now, the Feng Shui decluttering videos are below and the Catalyst Camp is open. It's 8 weeks of massive Feng Shui decluttering for your home, for your life. It's a supercharger to create abundance, and you can get the free videos below and get started right now. If you have questions or comments, leave them below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. You can do so many of these exercises and share your feedback and all the things you've manifested. It's really, really fun. There's so many videos on this channel all about manifesting, creating your ideal life, and decluttering and creating abundance. Have so much fun exploring, and I'll see you guys soon.